Hello, I'm Kristin with the Rogers Public Library, and this week for Catch 'em All at the library, we will be focusing on Bounsweet. So in your craft packet, you will have a little package of Model Magic, along with a paintbrush and some paint. And we are going to make a little clay figurine of Bounsweet, and I'll show you how to do that. So the first thing we need to do is just take our Model Magic out of its packaging and squish it and stretch it until it's nice and easy to work with and doesn't tear quite so easily. Once we have it nice and squishy and stretchy, then we are going to take a little bit over half and make that into a big round ball to be the main part of the body. And you can do that by rolling it in your hands, or you can roll it on the table, whatever works best for you. Once we have that into a nice round ball, we can set that aside for a moment. We'll take the rest of our clay, and this we want to separate into 5 pieces. So we're going to get 2 pretty small pieces, 1 more smaller piece, and then the last 2 will be a little bigger. So we'll start with our smaller pieces, and we're going to make these into the small leaves on top of Bounsweet's head. So just roll it up into a small ball and then pinch it flat between your fingers. Boop. And then you can just kind of pinch 2 edges to make a bit of a leaf shape. And then if you want to shape it out some more, you can. If you want to make it more rounded, or if you want to make it even smaller, then you can take some off and add the rest to your larger pieces, but it's just up to you. But once it's a nice leaf shape that you like, we're going to put it right on top of our ball, pointing towards whichever part you want to be the front. Then, since I made the other one smaller, I'll make this one smaller. I'm going to roll it up and do the same thing, the same shape and size leaf approximately, to point towards the back of our little clay figure. Just going to gently smoosh it on the top. Then for our 2 larger sections, we're going to do basically the same thing, but we want the leaves to be a little bit bigger that come out on the sides. So a little bigger ball, squish it flat, and then shape those leaves. So as I'm pinching my 2 edges, I'm pulling them out just a little bit to make a longer leaf. That will go on either the left or the right side. And again, just gently smush the top together. Do the exact same thing for the other side, making our bigger leaf. Adding it to the other side, gently smushing down the top. And then you may notice your body ball getting a little squished as you're handling it, so you can just gently reshape it if you would like to. And then with the last piece, we're going to roll it kind of like we're making a snake, but a little short, fat snake. and then just squish both ends a little bit so you get a flat edge so that we can stick it on top. Smoosh it down a little bit, and that is our stem. And then if you want to shape the stem a little bit, make it kind of lean over to one side, you're welcome to. You don't have to. So however you would like, you can make your leaves stick out more, you can leave them laying down, however you would like. Now, you will want to let this dry for at least 24 hours, maybe 48, but definitely minimum 24 hours before you paint it, so that your clay has time to harden and stay in the shape. This clay does tend to crack some as it dries. So if that happens and you have a leaf fall off or a stem fall off, you can always, once it's dry, still just add it back on with a little bit of glue, and that should be fine. Once it is dry, then we can use the paint in your craft packet to paint our cute little Bounsweet. So as you can see, all of the leaves and the stem are green, and then we'll paint about 2/3 of the body with the radish color. It's kind of this dark pink maroon almost. But we want to leave the very bottom white, just like you can see in the picture that is included in your craft packet. And then once that is dry, we just need to add little yellow eyes, and then you can use a marker to draw on a little mouth. So again, make sure to let your clay dry for 24 hours minimum before you paint it, but then you can paint it, and once it's dry, you have your completed cute little clay Bounsweet figurine. And that is our craft for this week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in 2 weeks to make another Pokemon. Bye!